Yo guys, what is up? It is Crips and welcome to another Destiny video. Now today I'm going to be showing you the best shaders for armor sets I've used and I personally think are the best. Now this was because of Cloud in the comments. He suggested this video, so I'm coming here with a video. Now the other sets you've all suggested in the comments, I am currently in the works on the videos, so they will take a little while. They'll be around a couple days, maybe even 2-3 days. They'll be out. But yeah, thank you Cloud for suggesting the video. So I'm just going to be showing you today the best shaders for armor. Now before we get into this, I do want to say I have opened up a Discord for the channel, so you go in the top of the description right now and the Discord link will be there. It is a permanent link, so you can use it whenever you want and it will not expire. You can also share this to your friends. I am also going to be making a Destiny clan, but I want to sort of get the Discord rolling first before we get into a clan. So yeah, it's open for all platforms. I've made role designations as well, so please assign your role so people know what you're doing. There's also chill chat, AFK chat, art, memes, there's all sorts in there, so you don't just have to play Destiny. You can also just go in and chill, meet new people and show off some armor sets. So yeah, with that out the way, let's get straight into this. So I have for you today 10 shaders. So these are like all my favorite shaders right here. There's 31. So I didn't want to do all 31 because this would take really a ridiculous amount of time to do. So I'm just going to stick it with 10 this video, and then if you want to see more, then I'll make 2 other videos containing the other 10. So you have around 30 then. Now the first one I want to get into is Streaming Spectrum. Now I'm going to use this armor set because it has a lot of different variety to it with glows, so you know what it looks like if you have glow in your armor or like cloak material. So I'm just going to be using this armor set to show them all off, and I'm also going to be showing them on the weapons. So this is Streaming Spectrum. This drops from the Last Wish. Now if you're in the Last Wish and you get a weapon or armor drop, you can check if it has this shader on it. If it does, dismantle it and you'll get the shader permanently unlocked, and you just keep claiming it from your collection. Now if you want to know how to get all the other shaders, I've got them all in the description with timestamps. So if you do like what see one you like, just go in the description and it'll show you what the name is and how to get it. Now this looks really nice on armor. This is like my top 3 in terms of putting on armor. It looks really good. It's a nice blend of colors. On weapons it's not so much my favorite, although it does look really nice. As I'm going to show you right now, it don't look that bad. I've got a few guns. I think I used to use on Revoker. I do tend to get bored of shaders, so I do switch. Yeah, so it looks pretty nice. It's overall a really nice shader. It's both really good for weapons and armor. I particularly use this on armor though, because I feel like it generally does look better, but the hammerhead looks awesome with this. So that is my first shader. Now the second shader is the Honors of the Nine. This is a full white, similar to that of Chat Away from D1. Now this drops from Trials of the Nine. You can no longer get this because Trials is gone now. Trials of the Nine. This was back in year 1. You could also use Honors of the Nine. That's like a little mention. You could use that, but it adds a great bit. Like the main reason why I like this is because it's Chat Away from D1, which was my favorite armor set. No, shader, sorry. This adds a blue glow, which looks really neat, and this works almost on any armor. Like it just makes any armor look really nice, especially with weapons. If you're just like plain white, it just makes every weapon look really good. Some weapons will look different to others though, because of how the guns are made with shaders. Like Stringer doesn't work very well because it makes less dirt, but then other guns like Revoker, Shattering Bone, like all these type of guns like look much better with them. Like, you know, it's all like just depends on how the gun was made for shaders. So you know, your like shaders could vary to what I'm showing you, because I can't obviously show you every gun in the game. It will look different, so you're gonna have to like try them out. So yeah, I would highly recommend this one for both weapons and armor. Now the next one is called Night's Chill. Now this drops from the Season of Undying Season Pass. So if you didn't claim it back then, you won't get it now. Now, obviously, some of you may think this is ugly. I honestly think it looks pretty cool, but this shader in particular, I prefer on weapons. So I'm going to show you now. We'll go down. This is Night Chill, my blast furnace. I think this looks absolutely incredible. I love how like clean it looks, and it's like a little gradient going from like a light pink to a light blue with some etchings on the side. I'm trying to think of another gun it would look really nice on. So here we go. As you can see, more of the etchings. There's a load of different guns this really works with. Hammerhead is another one this particularly works with. Go on Hammerhead now, and yeah, this shader looks really nice. It could look better with the armor. I don't know. I haven't tried it on all types of armor, but on like the main stuff I use, it looks alright. But I would mainly use this one for weapons. Now the next one is Bergusian Knight. Now this drops from dismantling a weapon or armor piece when doing the Bergusian Forge. Now this isn't guaranteed, so always check the armor and weapons before dismantling to make sure it has the shader applied. But this is like another, for me, top tier armor shader. This just looks really cool, and something to note about all these Black Armory Forge weapons, I don't think many people know this, but if you inspect closely on the armor, when you have Bergusian Knight applied, it actually is animated, as you can see. It's all moving, like all these different symbols. So that's just something to point out, it's really cool about it. Now this also does the same effect on weapons. Oh sorry, I skipped it then. As you can see, it's much easier to tell when you're in game as well, to see it all flowing and moving. This just is a really nice shader in general. And here is on my Hammerhead. And yeah, that's the Bergusian Knight shader. Now the next one is Calus is Treasured. Now I was going to do Calus is Selected, but personally I prefer Treasured on the weapons. This is a Prestige Leviathan shader. I believe it. I don't know if it drops randomly from the chest or if it's from dismantling. I forgot how exactly I got it, but I knew it was from Prestige Leviathan. Now on the armor, I'm not too much of a gold armor guy, to be honest with you. Like proper gold. So some of you may think it's cool. I personally do not like the whole gold look, especially on cloaks. But it does look really neat either way. Now what I mainly use this on is on weapons. Many weapons like the Midnight Coup, the threat level, like that looks, I love the look of it. I think Dustrock looks really nice with it. Yep, that's what I already used on Dustrock. Mountaintop should already have it. Yep. I have this on most of my weapons because I just love the gold look it gives off. Like this is the Recluse with the ornaments applied with it. And the Hammerhead should look really nice as well. Anything with like a bit of metal material, it'll just really look nice, the gold. But in terms of armor, I wouldn't so much use it compared to these other shaders. Now, the sixth one I want to show off is Amethyst Veil, which is, I believe, this one. Yeah, so this one drops from Bright Engrams back in Season of Opulence. I believe you can still get this, I think, from the current engrams. It might, but you just gotta be really lucky. This is also one of the top tier shader for armor. If you like dark colors and purple glow, this looks awesome. There is also dark blue going through like the armor piece, as you can see underneath the armor. In terms of weapons, this is more of an armor shader than a weapon. Like it does look quite nice on some weapons, but personally I think in terms of comparing it from like shader to armor, I think it looks a lot better on armor than it does weapons. So like where is it? Here it is again. So see, I feel like the armor is mainly what you want to use this on, not so much the weapons. Now number 7 is Monochromatic. Now this drops from Bright Engrams in year 1, so it will still drop from the current Bright Engrams. Now this is an alternative if you like black and white and you didn't get the chance to get Honors of 9 or Gift of the 9. So this, I've actually used this in a couple of my sets in my previous videos. As you can see, it looks really nice on armour. It is definitely one of the better ones. In terms of weapons, it is alright. Although blast furnace looks absolutely hideous because, like I said, shaders on some weapons don't look good, especially your stringer. It's really hard to make this gun look good. That's why if I was using our stringer, use Calus's Treasured, as all these other shaders just do not look good on it. They just give a weird effect. So Monochromatic, it just looks really dirty. Calus, like this is another one where I'd recommend just using it on armor. Like weapon, this one don't look bad. I actually don't mind the look of that. But yeah, it's just worth trying these out for yourself and seeing what you like. It has got like a carbon fiber type of material to it as well, just to point out. So just be wary of that. Now, number 8 is Benevolence of the 9. This is also another shade that I dropped from Trials of the 9 back in year 1. I wouldn't so much use this on armor. As you see, it gives a weird pearlescent effect. When light shines against it, it goes like pinky. Now, something made like this, I personally don't on this armor, as it's got like these dirty marks because of how the armor was made. But in terms of weapons, I really like the shader. So where is it? Yeah, I think this is a really cool color, like a nice crystal blue. This was what I used to run. I do like to change up my weapon shaders because I do tend to like get bored of them and just move on to a new one. But this is what I found recently to look really cool. So if you do like a light blue with like a carbon black, then you're gonna really like this shade on your weapons. Sorry also for me have to constantly go around and switch. It's just I'm just using the weapons I got on here because there's way too many weapons I could test this on, so I'm just using it on the loadouts I got now. So you all can like go ahead and just try these out on your gear, and you may get some different results similar if you use the same stuff. This looks really nice. I might actually consider switching. I didn't see this on the Recluse. I do really like this, like crystal blue. But yeah, let's try that. Oh, nah, that looks a bit. That's my new one. That's my new hammerhead. I love that. That looks really neat. I want to see if I can pop in. Oh wow, that really does shine in the dark. Yeah, that's really nice. I really like that. That's my new favorite. Now the next one. Don't know if some of you may have seen this coming, but it's Goldleaf, which is this one here, and this drops from Menagerie gear. Now most people report it comes from Urstringer, although I have seen it drop from other weapons like Beloved, so just look out for the gear, look if it's got a shader. If it's worth dismantling for the shader, then do it, and you'll permanently claim it. Now in terms of gear, this can actually work on a lot of armors. This chest plate doesn't work on, but these boots I actually think it works quite nicely, same with the arms. I think there was a set I used this on before, and it did actually work quite well. This is the Trials chest. See this, I think this looks really nice, like with the pure gold, and it's got a bit of green on it on the armor. In terms of weapons, this is one of my favorites as well. Like if you like a nice gold, not like too bright, like a nice, a bit rusted gold, then this is going to give a nice look to it. So this obviously doesn't look good, but on the blast furnace it does look really nice. Mountaintop, you know, it's a bit of a rusted, scuffed gold. If you like that type of look, then you know you're gonna really like it. It's similar to the Calus selected actually. If you can tell, it does look a bit similar in some ways. But yeah, Hammerhead just looks so good with every shader. Yeah, so as you can see, like a scratched up, sort of like a battle scarred version of Goldleaf. So yeah, that's Goldleaf. Now for the 10th and final, I was going to include like one of these other ones, but I'll save them if you want another video. I did want to include a red shader, because I noticed I do not use a lot of red. So this is Crimson Valor, and this drops from Crimson Days, which is the Valentine's event for Destiny. So you can no longer acquire this right now, but it will become available next February when it's Valentine's again. So here it is on the armor. Honestly, on this chest plate, I don't think it looks so good, but on like very like sleek armour like this, yeah, I think that's where it really shines. Now, obviously, this is subjected to people who only like, who don't like red shaders. I've used this on sets and I've heard people don't like it. I understand you may not like this, but it's for people who do like it. It's like a pinky red. It's not pure pink, but it does come off quite bright in game. I thought I did on then, sorry. Um, but yeah, on cloaks, this looks terrible though. It gives us weird, unless you want this for a set. Personally, every time I've used this, what I use is like Crucible Prestige and Peppermint, like any other normal red shader which turns a cloak red, because I don't know why it gives this weird effect on the cloaks, which I don't like. But that's pretty much the final one. I'm going to just show you on weapons, because on some weapons it looks nice. If you just want like a plain red, on this it's got a red on the inside and like the grey on the outside. Looks alright. Threat level, let's see this. It's like sort of the same with all of it. Like the inner frame's going to be red, and then the outside's going to be like a grey color. So it's like very if you don't want like flowing colors and you just want matte bright color, this is a very nice one to use. On Dustrock it just doesn't seem to want to be red, so that's quite good. I remember using this on this gun. This did look quite nice. So yeah, it's not really shiny, it's more matte color. The areas on the hammerhead, which I think looks pretty cool. The hammerhead got some nice lining on top by the sight as well, which and the ends of the bullets, which looks really cool. But yeah, that was pretty much all the shaders I wanted to show off today. If you did like this video, drop a like. I can also make 2 other videos because I got 21 others which I haven't shown. This is the whole page of like my favorite shaders, and I didn't want to make this video stupid long because I don't like making really long videos. I like to keep it short and concise because I personally like them type of videos myself. I don't want to be watching a video for ages unless I have to, like for an exotic guide or something like that. Then I will stretch the video out so that, like, well, not stretch the video out, I'll keep it long so that you can watch the entire guide in one go instead of separate videos, because I just think that's much better. But for these type of videos, I'd rather split them up and not have you like sat here watching for like 30-40 minutes just to find one shade you like. I'd rather just split it up and then see, oh, I like this one, and then you go to the next one and you're like, oh, I like this one as well. I'd much rather have it all split up into smaller chunks for you to watch, because then it's easier to watch. But yeah, consider joining the Discord. It'll be at the top of the description. We're trying to hit 500 subs by the end of the month. That would be mad. Well, as soon as we pass 2 of the goals I was going to set, let's just go for it. Like, we're flying up in subs, and this is the best my YouTube's ever done. So I just want to thank you all so much, because I was doing this back in like 3 years ago for D1, and I was finding some success with it, but I wasn't getting it like this in terms of subs this quick. I'm just astounded, so thank you all so much. So yeah, consider watching my other set videos. I have got other sets on the channel. If you liked it, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.